just looked at you, and you're just standing there like, and then I'm standing there, and then thank God, Chief Gross, he was like, I remember that bottle. They were drinking that in port, you know, like, and then because
that's what I said. I said it's empty, bro. Like,
yeah, it's a souvenir. Like, that's a souvenir. I brought it back because we, you know, at our house we have a Hennessy shelf, and you know, we wanted to add that one to the collection. And then I remember when we ended up moving, you're like, "Hey, I want that bottle though," and I'm like, "You can have it. It's yours."
I don't even know where that bottle is.
I got one of the XO bottles still from one of our downtown trips.
Is that the bottle from the night you fucking one punch that guy Rukin to that fucking little kid that was trying to fucking? I think it was that because we had bought Hennessy and we were walking back because it came with the glasses.
Yeah, I remember. That was when my sister was visiting. And
that'd be wild. Yeah, that'd be wild if it was the same bottle.
It is. I go get it right now. Like, it's literally 20 feet away in the cabinet. I saved it. That dude was like, all of them, there was like 20 of them. They circled us on bikes, and I'm like, all right, who's the leader? Like,
why are you on our rock? See, you're like, you fucked up because you have blonde and blue eyes.
Well, I'm saying we were just trying to have a drink on the beach, and then you're like, my buddy will beat your ass, and I'm like, this guy.
I said he'll fuck you up.
And then they just swerved us, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Can't even just relax.
Hey, one punch knocked out this dude. Enough for no one else to jump in, and you didn't drop the Hennessy or break any glasses.
Bro, I hit that dude so hard he curled up in the fetal position, and then I looked at the other one. I'm like, who wants it? And then they were like,
it was one of those ones where the back leg gives out and you don't fall backwards, you just kind of crumble backwards.
Bro, he curled up in a little ball, like he was ready to go back in mama's tummy. I hit that dude so hard, and then I had to go to the corpsman the next day because his tooth was in my fucking finger that night. And my
that's one of the only times I've seen it a bunch, but that's the one of the only times that I've ever been into a situation in Hawaii to where it was like a local thing didn't like you being there.
Right, because normally they were pretty hospitable, but they were just young kids. They were like probably,
yeah.
I don't even know if they were all 18. They were probably ranging from like 16 to 20, but there was like 20 of them on bicycles, and they were just riding the beach. And they seen us, and they just thought they wanted to fuck with us. And I'm like, all right.
We did have an expensive ass bottle of fucking liquor in our hand.
I'm saying that thing was, yeah.
We go on that binge in the barracks, right? Like every day, it's a fifth. We split a fifth of Henny, and we drink a 12-pack of Budweiser.
Bro, do you remember when they did that barracks inspection and they got pissed off at us because of the Hennessy shelf? And they're like, you can't have all those bottles in here because you got underage guys living in here. And then you look like a homeless dude with a fucking 2 big fucking like 25-gallon garbage bags dragging empty Hennessy bottles to the dumpster, and they're just clanking everywhere. And we were so sour. Because that was our collection. That was our collection. We were so happy and proud about it at that point in time in life.
Oh, there was like 3 shelves full of it.
There was a lot of them. And they were tripping on us. They're like, you guys drink all this? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got no problems here. We're good.
I mean, we show up every day, don't we? That shit.
Eventually, you get your own spot, right? Because I wanted to get into something very specific. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna queue up the next part. So, Madden or 2K football?
As far as what was our favorite, or what whooped you in the most?
Yeah, which one did you feel slapped the most?
Well, there are 2 different games for 2 different areas. We played 2K more, it seemed like, when we were on the boat, but we played Madden at the house.
No. You got it backwards. We played Madden on the boat. We played 2K at your house.
2K was where we had the season-long one on deployment, though. So that's where.
Oh, that was NBA Live.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
Madden.
You cheated to win the championship.
Here we go. I knew this was gonna happen. Bro, when you left out of the barbershop, you were so sour. Like, you
put an NBA Jam on me and just pushed me down in the corner.
Cigarette and didn't even talk to me for like 10 minutes. We've been talking every day for fucking 3 years, and then you went in. So you don't even want to talk about it now. Just remember, hey, who did it to you?
Right, exactly. But the reason I wanted to get into it, I was telling you, yeah, you're right. But
Madden at the house was way more fun. I remember we'd always play for money, and then if I won, I would put the score and somebody's name on it and put it on the mantle.
So,
oh shit! Yes.
Too, because you had different silos of people playing, right, different shit, right? Like you had, like we would play a certain game, and then there might be a group of people that are doing other jobs in a different berthing that are playing the same game. And then sometimes I never forget because we had fight night, remember?
Yup.
Fight night, and then I remember YN1. What was his name? Always wear the gold every.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Right. I think he was from DC actually. Old head. He was like, "Yo, I fuck with that" or whatever.
It wasn't. Oh, fuck. See. Damn, I should have brought a cruise book out because I gotta.
But no, anyway, he mentions that I was like, "Yo, I'm pretty good at that shit," and he was like, "Oh, we can come up to the come
up to the office and try."
Yeah, I went up to the office and played.
Right, because everyone had their own little spots.
I was Klitschko, and I went up there and whooped his ass.
Yeah, he was tripping. He's like, "Oh, this," because I remember, and that's funny that you said that because you go down, you have like the ETs, they had their little spot where they were playing.
Oh, their shit was legit.
And then you had the sonar guys, they had their little place, and then you had the gunners mates up top, they had their little spot up there.
That's where you went to use the phone down there with those boys. Yo, hook me up with the phone, bro.
Bro, because once our spot got blown up and we couldn't use the supply office anymore, you had to start outsourcing. I'd be in IT trying to make a call, and they're like, "This is a secured spot," and I'm like, "Just give me like 5 minutes, come on."
Right?
You know?
They're like, "Who the fuck put this guy in it?"
And then like the ECs way up top, they're like, "Bro, you don't."
That's what I was saying. I would do the ECs and the ones that were on right by the library or the whatever they call it.
Yeah, down below, bro. Yeah. Because I'm saying because in supply department we knew who all had an outside line. You know what I mean? Like there's only so many people that have it. The ITs had it because they have to talk. The supply department had it because they needed to order shit. The ECs needed it because they were like, radar communications, whatever. Like, so we all knew who had a phone line. And when the spots got hot, all of a sudden you're walking around like a bum with a cup trying to get change. Like, hey, can I make a phone call?
So when you're in supply, when you're in supply, you got just like prison, right? Like you got the
juice.
The juice, the everything. Like I never forget because I was in the barbershop. Straight ahead was like where some of the gunners were. Right?
Out of the barbershop?
Barley?
Yeah.
That's where they were at, straight ahead. So when you walk straight ahead from the barbershop, they had a little big area in there. And I never forget because they always had the movies before the movies, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever. And he'd bring them into the barbershop and be like, here, like the whole season of Sopranos or all the seasons of Sopranos.
Remember that. Farley
they come in and give it to me and be like, yo, here. And I'm like, all right, fucking bet.
Bro, we had remember like when the seas would get rough and then we had that curtain. Like we would just close the curtain.
Hey, that curtain's still there.
Shut up.
I swear to you.
Not our curtain.
It's not our curtain, but they have a curtain over it.
Because that was our spot to let them know it's closed. Like, because
when I was just there for my 40th, I walked up to it. I think it's in my picture.
I was so pissed off I couldn't get there. Like, I was super upset.
And I have that smell. As soon as we walked in, I hit the fucking the double hatch.
Bro, I wish you would have opened up that airlock and looked up top and just seen what was if we had anything left behind. We had stash spots in there. Like,
and you want to know something else? The dent in that door and deck office is still there.
Oh, down in the deck office when William shot himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the dent's still there.
The bullet, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was trippy because I was on duty that night